Welcome to Live Kindly. Have you ever found yourself in the midst of a heated argument, feeling like you're on the verge of exploding? We've all been there, whether it's a disagreement at work, a fight with a loved one, or a heated debate online. Imagine, though, if there was a way to handle conflicts without resorting to verbal or physical altercations. The ancient Stoics, renowned for their mastery of emotional control and rational thought, offer remarkable strategies for confronting your adversary with grace and composure. In this video, you will discover 13 Stoic-inspired techniques to tackle conflict head-on, drawing wisdom from great thinkers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. These methods may demand more patience and effort than simply lashing out, but the rewards inner peace, lasting solutions, and potentially transformed relationships are truly worth the endeavor. So, are you prepared to learn how to manage conflict like a true Stoic? Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated with all our videos on facing life's challenges with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Number 1. Choose your battles wisely. Disagreements are inevitable in life, whether they stem from political debates or disputes over parking spaces. However, as the Stoics wisely advertise, not every obstacle on our path deserves our full attention. Engaging in every minor conflict can drain us emotionally, which is why the second Stoic tactic urges us to choose our battles wisely. Imagine yourself standing before a vast battlefield. Every disagreement and contention point is a potential conflict. A prudent Stoic would pause and carefully assess the terrain before jumping into the fray. Is this battle worth fighting? Will it impact my well-being or the things that matter most to me? The following principles of Stoic philosophy can help you make these crucial decisions. First, consider the Seneca test. Seneca wisely said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." When faced with a potential conflict, take a moment to pause and calm down before reacting. This brief pause allows you to evaluate the situation objectively, as the heat of the moment often distorts our perception and impairs our judgment. Next, apply the wisdom of Epictetus. Ask yourself if the issue at hand genuinely affects your well-being or something important in your life. Often, what seems like a mountain in the moment is merely a small stone in the road. By focusing your energy on matters of true significance, you can address them more effectively and with greater clarity. Finally, embrace the Marcus Aurelius principle. Recognize the power of silence and the value of letting things go. Now, sometimes the best response is no response at all. Marcus Aurelius taught that simply holding your tongue and allowing minor slights to pass can be a profound act of self-control, helping you maintain your inner peace. Remember, choosing your battles strategically is not a sign of weakness or indifference. It's about acknowledging the limits of your time and energy and using them wisely. By applying this Stoic wisdom, you can navigate life's battlefield with greater focus, preserving your strength for the moments that truly matter. Number 2. Seek the shared path. Imagine a pair of alpinists climbing what seem to be separate peaks. As they ascend, they realize their paths converge, leading to a shared summit where understanding will shine. This metaphor is especially relevant to the fourth tactic on our non-confrontational journey, seeking the shared road. To embark on your Stoic quest for common ground, follow these steps. Change perspective. From me to we shift from an individual viewpoint to a collective one. Recast the disagreement as a cooperative effort toward a common goal rather than a you versus me situation. Ask yourself, what do we both ultimately want? This shift allows for potential points of agreement, even if they aren't immediately obvious. Look for the needs beneath conflicting desires often stem from underlying unmet needs. Examine what each of you is trying to achieve through this conflict. It could be a need for safety, respect, or approval. Recognizing these shared needs fosters empathy and makes finding solutions that address them more accessible. Discover shared values. Our actions are guided by our values. Look beyond the immediate issue and explore the core principles you both hold. Do you both value honesty, justice, or integrity? Shared values can act as a moral compass, guiding you towards decisions aligned with your beliefs. Start small, gain momentum. Appreciate small victories. Don't expect to reach consensus on everything immediately. Instead, focus on finding minor points of agreement, no matter how trivial they seem. These early agreements build trust and momentum, making it easier to tackle more significant issues later. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. The key is patience. Finding common ground can take time, so be patient and understanding. Celebrate successes, accept setbacks, and remember that each step toward cooperation is a step away from confrontation. By employing this Stoic technique, you embark on a path beyond simple solutions. You seek the connections between your experiences and lay the groundwork for a more harmonious future. Remember, those who travel together, guided by the light of shared ideals and interests, will reach the summit of understanding. Number 3. Using humor wisely in conflict resolution. Now, imagine yourself walking a tightrope stretched over a deep chasm. A single misstep can send you plummeting into the abyss of offense, but humor can act as a balancing pole, helping you stay upright. Using humor to resolve conflicts is the essence of the 6th Stoic technique, captured perfectly in this metaphor. There is no denying that laughter can reduce tension and create a more open atmosphere for discussion. A well-timed joke or playful remark can serve as a pressure release valve, allowing understanding to flourish and easing pent-up frustration. However, as the Stoic philosopher Seneca warned, a joke is a fragile thing, and a jest may turn into an insult. To fully harness the power of humor, we must use it with deliberate caution. Before you crack a joke, consider your audience. What amuses them? Which topics might be sensitive? It's essential to be cautious, as humor that plays well with one person may offend another. The goal is to create a shared sense of humor, not to make fun of or belittle your opponent. Self-deprecating humor is often safer because it shows humility and a willingness to own up to mistakes. Timing is crucial. Assess the emotional intensity of the situation before introducing comedy. If the tension is still high, it's better to wait until things have calmed down. Keep insults and sarcasm out of your jokes. Avoid making light of sensitive subjects, stereotypes, or personal attacks. Remember, the aim is to build bridges, not burn them. While humor can be helpful, it should not replace sincere communication or addressing the underlying issues. Use it sparingly to lighten the mood and foster openness. When in doubt, it's better to avoid jokes altogether. It's easier to gain trust than to regain it after a misstep, especially when it comes to humor. By following these Stoic principles, humor can become an effective tool for building rapport, relieving stress, and creating more space for conflict resolution. Now, remember, the power of laughter lies in its ability to unite rather than divide. When used appropriately, it can transform tense situations into opportunities for understanding and resolution. Embrace the power of laughter with care, and you may find that even the most challenging conflicts become easier to navigate. Number 4. Embrace the art of compromise. Imagine yourself standing before a massive oak tree, its branches obstinately waving in the breeze. Trying to force the oak to bend to your will would require tremendous effort and could harm both the tree and yourself. A wiser approach inspired by Stoic philosophy, is to learn the art of compromise, finding a way for the wind and the oak to coexist peacefully. Hard stances and absolutes rarely lead to successful conflict resolution. Epictetus wisely stated, "Seek not to have things happen as you wish, but rather wish them to happen as they do, and you will live a tranquil life." True strength lies in finding solutions that address the concerns of both parties, at least partially. To practice this Stoic art, begin by shifting your perspective from me to we. Reframe the conflict as a cooperative endeavor rather than a rivalry. View the situation as an opportunity to devise a solution that works for everyone. This change in viewpoint fosters harmonious results and innovative approaches to problem solving. Next, identify common objectives. Look for shared goals, even if they seem obscure. Examine your long-term aims beyond the current argument. Perhaps you both value fairness, respect, or a productive working environment. Recognizing these shared objectives lays the groundwork for reaching a compromise. Set priorities and be willing to let go. Not every detail matters equally. Determine what is most important and be prepared to concede on less critical points. This focus allows you to concentrate on solutions that address your main concerns. Seek win-win solutions. Instead of aiming for a victory for one party, strive for an outcome where all parties feel their needs are acknowledged and partially met. This approach reduces animosity and fosters a sense of fairness. Remember, life is a journey rather than a destination. Patience and flexibility are crucial. Compromises are rarely one-time fixes. Be ready to revisit the agreement if circumstances change or new information emerges. A lasting compromise requires open communication and a willingness to adapt. Number 5. Forgiveness. Forgiveness does not justify the past or the other person's behavior. As Seneca reminds us, he who is revengeful lives with a wound always open. Instead, forgiveness is a deliberate decision to let go of hurt feelings that keep you stuck, allowing you to move forward with more clarity and peace of mind. To embark on this self-liberating Stoic journey, start by shifting the focus from them to you. Acknowledge the impact of resentment on your health. Holding on to anger and resentment does more harm to you than to the other person. It drains your vitality, clouds your judgment, and hinders your happiness and peace. By choosing forgiveness, you take back control of your mental state and prioritize your well-being. Next, recognize the power of perspective. Examine the situation from a broader viewpoint. Forgiveness sometimes requires understanding the other person's background and intentions. This means acknowledging their flaws and vulnerabilities, not justifying their actions. This shift in perspective can foster empathy and reduce the emotional weight of the situation. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. Forgiveness involves releasing the negative emotions tied to past events while retaining the lessons learned. Let go of resentment and hatred, but remember the valuable insights gained from the experience. Engage in active forgiveness. Remember that forgiveness is a continuous process. It requires ongoing effort and commitment. Actively let go of negative feelings and thoughts whenever they arise. Techniques like journaling, mindfulness, and meditation can be valuable tools in this practice. Finally, understand that forgiveness is a gift to yourself, not to them. Forgiveness frees you from the chains of negativity, bringing more joy, peace, and emotional resilience into your life. Forgive not because the other person deserves it, but because you deserve peace. Embracing forgiveness allows you to reshape your present and make room for a brighter future rather than erasing the past. By choosing the path of peace and self-compassion, you release yourself from the bonds of bitterness and anger. Remember, forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of your strength and commitment to your well-being. So, take a deep breath, let go of the burden, and step into a future filled with freedom and inner serenity. Number 6. Setting boundaries. Picture yourself standing on a pristine beach, waves gently crashing at your feet. But hold on, someone is invading your personal space, disrupting your tranquility. Setting boundaries to defend your well-being and inner peace is a powerful tool in such scenarios. The 12th Stoic technique, symbolizing the delicate balance of navigating interactions, offers guidance here. It is not the event itself that troubles us, but our view of it, Epictetus reminds us. Although we can't control others' actions, we can control our reactions. By defining what we will and won't tolerate, we can protect ourselves from negativity and foster healthier relationships through clear boundaries. To apply this Stoic idea in practice, start by understanding your inner guidance. Determine your requirements and values. Reflect on what matters most before establishing boundaries. Consider which actions align with your values and which behaviors drain your energy or violate your personal space. Establishing these internal limits lays the groundwork for effective communication. Communicate respectfully and clearly. Use words, not walls. Avoid ambiguous statements and passive-aggressive behavior. Use I phrases to assertively and directly communicate your boundaries while focusing on your needs and feelings. Remember, polite communication fosters cooperation and understanding. Consistency is crucial. Once you set boundaries, be steadfast like a lighthouse. Don't give in to guilt or avoid conflict by making exceptions. By sticking to your boundaries, you gain respect from others and show respect for yourself. Self-care is the key to freedom. Establishing boundaries is necessary to safeguard your mental and emotional health, not an act of selfishness. Protecting your space and energy allows you to create an environment where you can thrive, aligning with Seneca's goal of living with a cheerful heart and a grateful attitude. Adopting this Stoic idea creates a lighthouse that guides you and others to more respect, transparent communication, and ultimately happier and more fulfilling relationships. Remember, setting boundaries gives you the power to live a life full of inner freedom, respect, and tranquility. It's an act of self-love. Number 13. Delve into the depths of your adversary. Imagine yourself at the edge of a furious river, its rapids foaming and churning with rage. A prudent Stoic would stop before diving in, focusing on the invisible depths below rather than the turbulent surface. Entering your opponent's mind is the essence of the first Stoic tactic. The intensity of the situation might tempt you to act quickly, but true understanding requires setting aside judgment and looking beyond the apparent surface of the issue. As Epictetus wisely said, "It is not the event itself that troubles us, but our view of it." To embark on this Stoic examination, start with the benefits of releasing immediate judgments. Step away from the present, inhale deeply, and mentally pan out to examine the circumstances with dispassionate interest. Imagine yourself as a fly on the wall, observing the exchange objectively. This emotional separation allows for deeper observation and more logical reasoning. Examine through their lens, not for agreement, but for empathy. Try to put yourself in their position to understand their perspective, not to support their behavior. How might they perceive the circumstances? What principles and convictions motivate them? This exercise aims to foster empathy, uncover possible points of agreement, and see the world through their eyes without necessarily agreeing with them. Look for the hidden riverbed beneath the surface. Conflict often stems from deeper issues like unfulfilled desires, fears, or past wounds. Go beyond the current argument and identify the underlying issues driving the conflict. What needs are unmet? What fears are emerging? Remember, this is a quest for understanding, not approval of their behavior. Your goal is to comprehend the layers of experience and perspective influencing your opponent's actions, much like a geologist studies rock layers to understand the terrain. By practicing this Stoic depth-seeking technique, you can uncover hidden common ground and gain valuable insights into yourself and your responses. With understanding, the once raging river can become a calmer stream, with potential resolution etched in its stones. Number 8. Speak with calm and clarity. To apply this Stoic-inspired communication, start by developing your active listening skills. Go beyond simply waiting for your turn to speak. Pay close attention to what your opponent is saying before responding. Listen attentively, both to their words and body language. Don't interrupt, nod thoughtfully, and maintain eye contact. This demonstrates that you value and understand what they are saying. Respect their emotions and validate their experiences. Show empathy, even if you don't agree. Phrases like, "I understand you're feeling frustrated," or "It sounds like this situation is important to you," can help establish rapport and connection. When raising concerns, use I statements to convey your perspective without placing blame. Instead of critical you statements like, "You always do this," try saying, "I need to feel respected in this situation," or "I feel hurt when you..." This approach reduces defensiveness and fosters a more collaborative problem-solving atmosphere. Speak firmly and calmly rather than aggressively. Control, not volume, signifies strength. Speak to ensure you are understood, not out of anger. Maintain a composed tone while speaking with confidence and assurance. Avoid insults and personal attacks that can escalate the issue. Focus on solving problems, not scoring points. Seek solutions rather than victories. Remember that the goal is to find a resolution that benefits both parties, not to win the argument. Initiate the discussion with questions like, "What can we do to address this together?" and center it around cooperative problem solving. Remember that practicing calm, clear speech is a skill that requires patience. If you make a mistake, don't be afraid to apologize and be patient with yourself. The more you engage in positive communication, the easier it will become to navigate even the most challenging conflicts. By embracing these Stoic principles, you can transform confrontations into opportunities for understanding and resolution, fostering more constructive and respectful interactions. Number 6. Appeal to their inner values. Rather than attacking a person's character, focus on the rich soil of their values and beliefs. By understanding and respecting their inner compass, you can create solutions that align with their fundamental principles, leading to more genuine buy-in and lasting agreements. To embark on your Stoic journey toward value-driven persuasion, follow these steps. First, expose the value landscape. Become a keen archaeologist by researching before making your case. What principles do they adhere to? What values guide their actions? Observe their words and behaviors, noting what they affirm, deny, and praise. This helps you create a map of their value landscape, identifying potential connections. Then, speak in their language. Once you understand their values, tailor your message to align with them. Now, this isn't about manipulation, but about framing your values in a way that resonates with theirs, creating a sense of common ground without compromising your own principles. Show, don't just tell. Actions speak more louder than words. Demonstrate how your solution embodies their values through specific examples, anecdotes, or past actions. This strengthens and humanizes your argument, making it more relatable and convincing. Always remember that respect is essential. Seek comprehension rather than dominance. Throughout this process, maintain respect and understanding. Your goal is to help them find a solution that addresses your concerns while aligning with their values, not to control or dominate them. By using this Stoic technique, you become a skilled navigator rather than a warrior wielding words, guiding your opponent to a place they can genuinely believe in. Fundamental change arises from resonating with the values that shape an individual's identity, not from coercion. This strategy fosters mutual respect and understanding, ultimately paving the way for beneficial solutions for all parties involved. Number 10. Offer empathy. Imagine yourself on a rugged mountain trail looking across a chasm at a fellow climber heading in the opposite direction. Their annoyance and rage echo through the valley like a storm. Instead of shouting arguments across the divide, the Stoic approach encourages you to descend slowly, bridge the gap, and extend a hand of understanding. This embodies the seventh Stoic strategy, the principle of expressing empathy. Empathy is a powerful tool for resolving conflicts amicably, even in the heat of the moment. As Marcus Aurelius advises, by acknowledging the other person's feelings and thus validating their experiences, we can form genuine connections and open the door to more productive conversations. Here's how you can develop this superpower of Stoicism. First, shift your perspective from me to them. See the world through their eyes. Try to understand the situation from their viewpoint instead of focusing solely on your own. What life events have shaped their emotions? What insecurities or fears might be driving their behavior? This change in perspective fosters empathy and helps you recognize their unique reality. Next, pay attention to the unspoken words. Listen not just to what is said, but to what is left unsaid. Pay close attention to nonverbal cues like body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions. These often reveal deeper emotions that words might conceal. Actively listen without passing judgment, aiming to understand the full context. Acknowledge their feelings without judging them. Appreciate their emotions even if you disagree with their actions. Phrases like, "I understand why this situation is important to you," or "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated," can build trust and reduce defensiveness significantly. Look for the hidden pain. Seek out the root of the disagreement. Anger and frustration often stem from deeper emotional wounds. Explore what might be causing their pain, fear, or insecurity. Addressing the underlying issues can foster deeper empathy and provide a pathway to resolving the conflict. Remember, showing empathy does not mean you agree with their behavior or compromise your values. It means recognizing their perspective and creating a space for genuine dialogue. You can navigate the disagreement with dignity and understanding, even if you don't see eye to eye. By adopting this Stoic principle of empathy, you build a bridge of understanding across the chasm of conflict. This connection not only offers hope for immediate resolution, but also sets a foundation for better interactions in the future. So, descend from the mountain, reach out, and offer the gift of empathy. Together, you might embark on an unexpected journey of mutual respect and understanding. Number 11. Seek external aid without shame. The ninth tactic emphasizes seeking outside assistance as a testament to our commitment to forging a positive path forward rather than a sign of weakness. A mediator or counselor can act as an impartial third party to help navigate the intricate maze of conflict, much like a Stoic philosopher guiding their students toward wisdom. They provide a controlled environment for discussion, ensuring that each side is heard and valued. Their expertise can be invaluable in breaking through confusing communication and eliminating the emotional undergrowth. Strong emotions often hinder our ability to communicate, making it difficult to understand others' perspectives or articulate our own clearly. An impartial third party can help untangle these emotional knots, fostering a more relaxed and productive atmosphere for conversation. Counselors and mediators are trained to recognize and bridge gaps in understanding. They promote empathy and reduce defensiveness by helping each party see things from the other's viewpoint. By encouraging fruitful conversations, they steer discussions toward resolution, ensuring that all sides can voice their concerns and collaborate to find solutions. Remember, asking for help is a strength, not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. According to Stoic philosophy, seeking assistance demonstrates a commitment to finding a solution that benefits everyone and a willingness to invest in personal growth and the success of the relationship. By enlisting outside help, you tap into the knowledge and experience of others, allowing you and your opponent to navigate the complex maze of disputes successfully and reach a peaceful and constructive conclusion. Even in the most trying circumstances, receiving assistance can illuminate the path ahead and remind you that you are not alone. The wisdom of seeking help can transform the thicket of conflict into a clear path toward understanding and resolution. Number 12. Growth from ashes of conflict. To embark on this transformative journey, start by adopting a learning attitude. See obstacles as opportunities. Shift your mindset from viewing conflict as negative to seeing it as a chance to develop and learn. Approach each situation with an open mind, ready to analyze your actions and shortcomings. Next, conduct a thorough self-examination. Identify the underlying causes of the conflict. Reflect on your role in the disagreement. What triggered your reactions? Which principles or beliefs were challenged? What emotions dominated? And how did they influence your behavior? Be sincere in understanding your habits and triggers, as this honesty is crucial for personal growth. Transform contemplation into action by determining actionable areas for improvement. Don't let reflection lead to inaction. Convert your insights into practical steps for enhancement. If you struggled with communication, focus on improving your active listening skills. If emotions ran high, explore mindfulness techniques to better regulate your feelings. Seek guidance and feedback from trusted mentors. Find a reliable friend, therapist, or mentor who can support your personal development and offer objective feedback. Discussing your experiences and reflections with an impartial third party can provide new perspectives and foster accountability. Remember that growth is a process, and patience is key. Expect gradual change. Personal development takes effort and time. Stay committed to continuous improvement, viewing setbacks as learning opportunities and celebrating small victories along the way. By adopting this Stoic philosophy, you can transform conflict from a destructive force into a powerful catalyst for self-discovery and positive change. Like the phoenix, you can rise from the ashes, stronger, wiser, and better equipped to face challenges with grace and resilience. Embrace the potential for learning and growth within even the most difficult circumstances, and step confidently toward becoming the best version of yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment below. Share this video with your friends and family to spread positive values together. Most importantly, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. We are excited to continue sharing beneficial knowledge and fresh perspectives on life with you. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.